welcome to another episode of The Wonderful World of Wonder Woman, Season 2. I'm Paul.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Mark.
Tonight we're going to be talking about
Episode 2, Anschluss 77. A second chance for the Third Reich. Diana, aka Wonder Woman, battles remnants of Hitler's command. Tonight's special episode stars, of course, Linda Carter as Diana Prince / Wonder Woman, Lyle Wagner as Colonel Steve Trevor Jr., Norman Burton as Joe Atkinson, who's kind of their liaison to the government, Mel Ferrer as Fritz Gerlich, our heavy, our villain, Leon Charles as both Dr. Stern, but then revealed later to be Dr. Heinrich von Klemper. Barry Dennen as, yes, this is true, Hitler.
good old Barry Dunn.
Barry Dennen as Hitler.
Oh, that Barry.
Yep. Kurt Krieger as Koenig. Julio Medina as Captain Gaitan. And that's it. That's our cast for tonight.
And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
That's the Beaver, yes. So basically, in this episode, just because that was a very brief description, they find out that they have a Mission Impossible sort of meeting in their secret little office, and discover that the Nazis are regrouped in Cordova, a made-up country in South America, and they are trying to. They figure out how to clone body parts at first, and then they are going to clone Hitler and create a Fourth Reich.
With 50 Nazis.
With 50 whole Nazis to take over the world.
Well, they're going to clone themselves.
Oh, that's true. They could keep cloning them. Yes.
And
Yes.
so on, and so
Yes.
on, and so on.
Right.
So, and the Anschluss 77, Anschluss was a term used by Hitler to talk about Greater Germany as he annexed Austria. So this is them annexing South America to create the new Greater Germany. So that's why it's Anschluss 77. So that's where they get the name from. But just as we thought we were escaping World War II in our 1977 second season of Wonder Woman, we're back with the Nazis.
Pull us back in.
They pulled us back in. Or let's reuse the costumes from season 1.
Yes. Well, I think since Mike is here tonight with
Yes.
us, we should get his first impression.
That is
My
correct.
first impression?
Yes.
Okay, well, I wasn't here to watch the first episode of season 2 with you guys.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think some interesting stuff went on, getting her into the 70s. I'll have to watch that episode. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting. It was fun. I was kind of disappointed that she didn't really fight anybody at the end. Well, I mean, she fought a tank, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting her to like murder everybody.
Yes, just
Yeah,
just wholesale
Yeah.
murdering. Yeah,
just
I mean, they're Nazis.
yeah, right.
right.
I mean,
The good Nazi.
Yeah,
that scientist, I mean, what ended up happening. They did it right.
apparently going to die in a South American jail, which probably is worse than
Oh, yeah.
being killed by Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but anything would be worse.
Yeah.
But it's what I remember. I hadn't really seen Wonder Woman in a while. I did watch the first season maybe a few years ago. And I thought it was cool. I mean, it's one thing about it is, the budget isn't really that big, and if you're used to seeing these big budget things, they have nowadays,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some things might seem a little weird. I mean, like when the tank is coming after her, I just kept imagining her going up and flipping the tank over.
Yes.
Right.
No, it's more like, when you're making your own home movie and you're using your dad's car and you're trying to pretend that it's getting damaged.
Correct.
It's not really, but still, it was fun. I'm not sure which. I'll need to watch more of it because I watched this all when I was a kid, but I don't know if I even realized that they changed eras in the middle. I don't know why they did this. I guess maybe just to make it more, relatable to people in the 70s. I don't know.
Well, as
What
as we talked about in episode 1,
Yeah.
they ABC kept dragging their feet on renewing it, even though it was hugely popular, because of the budget.
Uh-huh.
And then they got an offer from CBS, but the only way CBS would take the show is if they changed it to a modern setting.
Okay.
So they were forced to
Yeah.
modernize it to save on the budget.
Yeah. Which is noticeable in these episodes.
Yeah.
That the budget is not the same as it was in season 1.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in season 1, it wasn't huge either. The costume, like when they were on Paradise Island, the costumes were kind of flimsy and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, flimsy costumes on Paradise Island.
I mean, they look.
But on season 1, they could afford Evil Knievel, so
Yeah, sure.
there's not going to be an Evil Knievel. Is my guess in this season.
Probably not. The bad thing, I mean, it was 1977, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hitler gets resurrected by the Nazis, but not long enough for him to be able to see Star Wars.
There's the true tragedy.
I mean, that's just. I mean, he could have been redeemed.
No, see, this is one of my favorite episodes out of the last 2 seasons of the show. As a kid, I loved it because I was disappointed when the next second season started and they were in modern times. But to do a callback to World War II in the second episode was like it was like a dream come true for me because it's like, yes, she gets to fight Nazis again, and we get to see all the stuff that we loved in the first season, in this. So and cloning was like a big deal back then. People, anybody that could rub 2 nickels together was coming up with a cloning plot. I mean, I don't know when The Boys from Brazil came out, but I'm sure it was around the same time. But so cloning Hitler was a big deal, and I loved it. I thought it was great. The way it ends is a bit anticlimactic, but like you said, because we joked that we wanted to just haul off and just wholesale slaughter on these Nazis. It's like, well, of course they can't do that. The other thing I noticed was different is like in season 1, dude fires the bazooka, she catches it and throws it back at him. In this episode, the tank fires, she catches the missile, I guess it's a missile, and throws it away. In the first episode of this season, when they're doing the tests of bracelets, because they kind of rehash a lot of the themes. in the original series, they're bound. They're trying not to get hit,
Uh-huh.
but in this season, like there's a statue, and they're like protecting the statue with in the chat because like I think they tried to maybe they thought it was too violent or something,
I
and they
think
toned it down a little bit.
CBS was definitely, because I read more of the background, we're definitely aiming for a younger audience. In fact, from what I read,
care.
I know from what I read, they're gonna have more kids involved, just like what happened in Bionic Woman.
Woman.
Just like with Bionic Woman, it's gonna get younger and younger, is my guess.
See,
So.
this is the problem when adults go, I know the children.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We knew this was fantasy. We
Right,
knew this wasn't
right.
real. Nobody like went out to the best of my knowledge and deflected bullets.
Right.
No kid caught a tank missile and threw it back at the
Well,
tank.
what I think is crazy is they're worried about us seeing it on television, right?
Mhm.
They're worried about violence on television. Yet for Christmas they gave us long darts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, so what's the actual weapon that we could was our toys, and so
Mhm.
I mean the backwards thinking that this would somehow, but yeah, it was that family friendly hour
yeah.
of television. So
I mean, but in spite of all that, I like this episode a lot because I love the cloning Hitler concept. It reminds me, little aside, in in Batman and the Outsiders back in the late
Mhm.
'80s, uh, when Mike Barr was writing it, they managed to clone Hitler, but his brain was a smooth ball because that's how cloning works, kids.
right,
You don't just wake up, I'm Hitler.
yeah,
Mhm.
So what what they did was they made him watch himself and all these reels they had,
hmm
and they gave him this Jewish assistant to like take care of everything, and young girl, and she's got the little Star of David, and
Hmm.
so he's watching all this, and she's taking care of him and stuff because it's like that whole shoot the dog thing,
Mhm.
I guess. And when he looks at the Star of David and like pulls out his pistol, and the camera goes elsewhere, and you hear the bang, right?
Mhm.
And when the outsiders bust in, he shot himself because he realized the atrocities. Yeah,
Wow.
that would have been a fun ending, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
this ending was kind of like, well, we're just gonna we're gonna unclone him
Right.
because the guy thought, let's make an uncloning dial.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
He's regretting that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things always have a way to reverse
Yeah.
them, like as if that would necessarily be so easy to do.
Yes.
Like, the shrink ray always has a
Yeah.
reverse.
Like why was clone Hitler not laying in that thing just screaming as his body was just
Just
Yeah.
falling
dissolving?
apart. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I love this episode.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. For me, it's the best of both worlds. I do like, as a kid that loved Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I like the new setup that it's like Mission Impossible. So they go in the secret rooms.
Mhm.
They have the voice on the computer who is their boss, who you don't see, kind of like Charlie, almost with Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
But it's to me, it's set up very much like Mission Impossible. So them being spies, I think works.
Yeah.
And so I'm okay with them saving the budget to not have it be World War One anymore, because they are able to do kind of more comic booky stuff
Yeah.
with cloning Hitler. So to me, it feels way more comic book like in the 70s. So I think they pulled that off. They having upping the game where she's fighting a cloned Hitler, I think makes a lot more sense
Mm-hmm.
as far as a comic book. And
Yeah.
minus the part with the tank where the gun is shaking too much. I mean, I kind of like the tank battle. I mean, I
Yeah.
wrote down she's fighting a tank ! So I mean,
That's enough.
that's my favorite part, is her fighting stuff like that. So but yeah, more of a. But I think, if I remember correctly, kind of like Bionic Woman, Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, and their theme was that she's not going to be as violent, and
Yeah.
so her killing the Nazis wouldn't have made sense.
Well, yeah, we
She's
know
gonna do the
this.
right thing. Yeah, she's gonna do the right thing, and so
And put in front of a firing squad.
yeah,
right.
exactly. Because that's what's going to happen in South America. None of those guys are going to live.
No.
So and I think Steve Jr. is a lot more resilient than Steve Senior. So at least we're not getting Steve kidnapped and beaten up every episode.
Yeah.
So he seems more resilient and able in this season.
Well, he heard his dad told him all the times he got knocked out, and he decided he wasn't going to do
Correct.
that.
I mean, he hurts his shoulder, granted, in this, but other than that, I mean, he does get mugged, so maybe he's not as resilient.
Yeah.
But he got mugged by 3 guys, so I think
Right.
that's saying a lot. Steve Senior would have been mugged by 1 guy,
And then fallen
and then fall in a trap. Yes, fallen on
Yeah.
it, and then been covered up by a rock.
But
So
Steve Senior wouldn't have been wearing yellow for the whole.
no, I do think that they, we kept joking about it. He does dress in the OSS line of clothing.
Yeah.
They provided
Oscar
Goldman.
Goldman's
Yeah,
yellow
he's in the
turtleneck.
yes, yeah. So that seems to be the style of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Although it felt more 80s to me. His outfit looked more like early 80s, but everybody else looked like 70s. But
Well, it almost looked like he had a members only jacket.
that's
And I know
exactly what I was thinking.
Those became really popular in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to split hairs.
No. And I think we've made jokes about the Nazis being in South America, so we finally get our Nazis in South America Wonder Woman episodes.
Yeah.
Because we've made jokes about it in the past. And so I was kind of happy to see that happen.
Yeah.
So no, if this is the direction they go in, I'm fine with that. And if it allows them more science fiction style storylines, more in line with comics, that's going to be fine for me.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, how much more World War One stuff could we have done? I mean, they did without getting her involved in the ending of World War One and that kind of stuff. I guess they could have kept doing missions, but
You mean World War II?
I'm sorry, World War
I
Two.
was letting him
Yeah,
go
World
so
War
he
II.
could watch it on later.
Yeah, I hate myself. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, World War Two. But yes, fix all that editing. Just
Yeah,
add
I
a two,
totally-
put a 2 in front of my face.
I totally will. I'll fix it.
Yeah, sure. I think the pacing in this one was pretty good too,
Mhm.
compared to the opener. I mean,
Yeah.
this one, I mean, granted it was shorter, so that helped, but I like the pacing that they basically get the mission and they're off to the mission and it's
Yeah.
action
Yeah.
after that.
It's almost like we've talked about. Well, it's not almost. It's exactly like how we talked about in the past. There's a problem in the 70s that they didn't know what to do with a 2-hour movie.
Yeah,
They just there's a lot of weird dead air in these movies in the TV, double episode pilots and stuff.
yeah,
That when you get down to a regular sized episode, like you said, it's boom, 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 and then the next thing you know, they're uncloning Hitler.
right. Yeah, but I agree. The ending was a little bit anticlimactic. But she is. They're really emphasizing her superpowers in this, so she does a lot more.
Yeah,
I think she jumped more in this episode than she did in any 3 episodes of season 1.
yeah,
So she did more jumping, more throwing. She uses her lasso. So I kind of like. I hope they come back to the different abilities her belt and Tiara have that they got introduced in the first episode. So I hope they come back to that. But yeah, I like. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it so far. I don't think we've lost. Yeah, but you're right. It does look cheaper than season 1. But that could just also be because the 70s just
Looks
decoration wise looks bad.
Yeah.
I mean that house,
Yeah.
yellow house,
like when they
yellow on yellow on gold on yellow on gold.
they sneak into the head Nazi's
Yeah.
house, and it looks like your grandma's house in the 70s. It's hilarious. I mean, he has a lot of really good fashion sense. And
Yeah.
those curtains are marvelous.
I do think we're also getting more kid stuff because, as we noticed, they're doing a lot more of the comic book directions, the narration
Oh yeah.
boxes, way more than they did in season 1.
Mhm.
And so, like everything, I mean, they're kind of really telegraphing it now. The tank is moving this way, and Wonder Woman chases after Steve, and so they're really, amping that up, which I think, to me, is a sign they're thinking of kids.
Yeah, thinking of kids and moving the pace along.
Yeah.
and those little narrative boxes help move the pace.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the pace going.
Maybe they're going for like the Spider-Man Electric Company thing.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Rest in peace, original Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
he just died. Yeah. At time of recording, he just died, like I think last week.
Yeah.
I think for me, I remember because we've been talking about what we remember of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You remember a lot of season 1.
Yeah,
I think I remember a lot of season 3 because this isn't season 3 where she gets all the special costumes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Sounds about
It's
right.
one of these seasons. She starts the motorcycle outfit, and the
Oh, yeah.
diving
Yeah,
outfit, and the
and then there's a robot dog, I think, in season 3.
What dog?
I-
You guys laugh, man. I'm
Is there?
serious. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
So just like is the but yet this is not the same creators as Bionic Woman. Yet they're doing the same beats as Bionic Woman. That's weird.
Is
Yeah.
there like
God, hope we don't have a season 3 of Wonder Woman like season 3 of Bionic.
yeah? Is there do they have like all the same episodes like they did in all those TV shows in the early '80s, like the Dungeons and Dragons episode where someone gets in trouble playing Dungeons and
Not yet.
and then the
I know there's like a teen heartthrob singer episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
you
know there's
go.
one of those.
Bobby Peru, just like the country.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Wonderful World of Wonder Woman. Hey, Mark, why don't you tell us what's coming up?
Oh, well, next time we have episode 3, The Man Who Could Move the World. And we're looking at telekinesis.
Oh, that's another one of my favorite
Is
episodes.
it one? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they front loaded this season with all my favorite episodes of this season.
Okay, well, that's what we'll be talking about next time.
All right, so until then, I'm Paul,
I'm Mike.
And I'm Mark.
and this has been The Wonderful World of Wonder Woman.
Spider-Man, where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows who you are. Spider-Man, where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows who you